Trump Towers for a number of months, joins us live right now. So, Kellyanne, yesterday they were talking about how it was Donald Trump's momentum versus her machine. But she had a great machine, and ultimately she would win. What happened?
We won.
It's that simple.
I think a few things happened. We've been seeing it in the data for a while. I think a lot of people just don't model the electorate properly. They're using old models that reflect different candidates in different times and not really appreciating the fact that people make up their minds based on any number of inputs, the issues, the individuals, the images, the ideas, and they stir that up in their big voter cauldron and they make a choice. The other thing we noticed, I've talked about it in your show before, but it really came home yesterday, is that Hillary Clinton just couldn't get past her ceiling. Her floor and her ceiling were so dangerously close together. She couldn't bust through this 45, 46% in most of these states that President Obama carried twice with well over 50%. So we saw some vulnerability and softness there in her numbers. And then it's really Donald Trump. The man is brilliant, and the man is gutsy, and the man ran and sacrificed to do this for the country. He didn't need the money and the fame and the power and the status. And it's very attractive to people because for him, he can literally satiate that appetite for an outsider who goes to Washington owing nobody anything.
Sure. I don't even know if we have it, but the Twitter picture that came out when you guys were about to take Florida, it looked like you were on deck to take North Carolina. You would take both, and then Ohio. And then all of a sudden, a picture popped out, a tweet to see the family. And I looked at Donald Trump's face in this picture. It never looked quite like this. It's almost as if he was saying, I'm going to be president. And the reality actually happened. So it's easy to talk when you got momentum and the wind you back. Do you notice a change when he realized he won? Did something change about him at that moment when he realized he is going to be number 45?
Yes, but he's been humble for a while, Brian, and I say that because if you look at all of the polls, and when he talks about rigged system, he definitely means the polls. When you look at all the polls, he was never leading in Pennsylvania, not one time, and we would not give up on Pennsylvania. That was my reach state as the campaign manager, my heart. We just kept going there. Ivanka Trump went there, Melania Trump, Tiffany Trump, Donald Trump, Mike Pence, and we invested money in the ground game there, and certainly in the paid advertising. Why? Because his message is one that fits with so many people in Pennsylvania, what they're telling pollsters. And so it's not until you see you're actually winning a state that no poll had you winning that you realize I can actually do this. And as soon as we saw we were protecting our core 4 states, Iowa, Ohio, Florida, North Carolina, which were no small feat, we knew that we could just flip 1 or 2 more states and become president of the United States. So he already knew all the data. He knew what the possibilities were. He knew we had 6 or 7 different paths to 270. But it's when you start to see that. And I think it's when these silly exit polls start fading into view and they get replaced by actual returns from real voters. Then you realize that people have spoken.
Kellyanne, woman to woman, it was awesome to see a female president who on the ballot. It's awesome that you're running a campaign. I know you're raising daughters. I have a little girl at home, so I'm really just my best to you and to your girls. I know you've been away from your family for a long time, working hard for what you believe is best for this country. Wanted to ask you about President Obama, because I know he made a phone call last night to say congratulations to Donald Trump. I understand that Donald Trump was on stage and he missed the first call when the president tried to call him. Is that correct?
That did happen, but then Donald Trump called the president, and they spoke in the wee hours of the night, had a very productive conversation, and they plan to meet maybe as soon as tomorrow.
What did they say?
Congratulations, and we'll work together, and thank you for calling. And it was a gracious conversation between Secretary Clinton and Mr. Trump earlier in the night, maybe an hour before that, Ainsley, and that she called and congratulated him, conceded to him, and Mr. Trump commended Secretary Clinton's that she's tough and smart and had waged a very hard, wrought campaign. But, it's just really, I feel like it's the American dream. And, the most popular text I probably received from people before he won was, please tell this man thank you for running. Thank you, because I live in a country where someone's American dream can be, I've never held office, never been involved in politics at all, and I can be president of the United States. It gives people a lot of hope. It gives people who aren't part of the system and aren't part of the, frankly, the special interest, it gives them hope that they can get a fair shot as well.
And it was classy that Secretary Clinton called last night, you know, and rather than dragging it out because there are still a few outstanding states. I got to ask you this, though, and it goes back to how Donald Trump got elected, and that is, and nobody's come up with a term for it yet, although people have called them hidden voters. The day you got the job, I saw you in the hall here at Fox, and I said, Kellyanne, have you figured out a metrics to measure the number of people who are afraid to tell pollsters that they support Donald Trump because, you know, whoever's got the clipboard is going to think, oh, this person is a racist or a bigot or fill in the blank right there. And that day you told me you thought it was between 3 and 6%. That number.
Yes.
I think you were probably right, right?
Well, I appreciate that. I call them the undercover Trump voters.
Undercover.
Because I think they've been unfairly, well, many call them hidden or shy, Steve, you're right, but I've always called them undercover for a reason. It's something I've been working on since I got here in July, which is that it's not that they're embarrassed to say they're voting for Donald Trump. There may be some people, but what they are is they're tired of arguing with people in their social circle or their families, because normally these people would vote for a Democrat, and indeed many of them did vote for President Obama twice. Some of them even voted for President Bill Clinton twice. But the undercover Trump voters, small but potent force, who also, you know, said, you know what, I'm not supposed to be voting for him. I hear I'm a woman, I'm Hispanic, I'm African American, I'm a union member, I'm a senior. I shouldn't be voting for him. They tell me I'm a millennial, but darn it, I'm going to vote for him. So, because why should somebody tell me what to think, how to do, whom to vote for? And the other thing about them that was very clear is, one, they want to take the country in a new and different direction. Two, they had an unfavorable view of Hillary Clinton. And three, they matched up with the issue set with Donald Trump. So they'd be somebody who's upset about the Obamacare premium increases, or they're someone who believes that we should defeat radical Islamic terrorism as a priority, or someone who believes we need more job creation, bring back manufacturing jobs from China and Mexico. So it all needed to line up. He did a great job of sealing the deal. Candidates matter. Folks, take it to the bank. Candidates matter.
Sure.
There's no substitute for a great candidate. We were out. Oh my God, they had many more, like 8 times our personnel, 8 times our money, but we outworked them, and frankly, we outsmarted and outclassed them in some cases.
Yep, there's no doubt about it. They're going to be doing the forensics on this for generations. Kellyanne Conway, thanks so much.
Thank you.
And congratulations, no doubt about it.
Take a nap today, please.
Kellyanne, if he needs you at the White House, would you go to the White House?
Oh, if he needs me, yes. If there's something that I can do that can leverage this and for America, I will be there.
All right, go hug those beautiful daughters of yours and
I will.
take a
and
vacation.
Son, and I have a son too.
Oh, you have a son too.
Okay, thank
Great.
you.
All right.
Thank
you. A huge show still ahead. Lieutenant General Michael Flynn and RNC Chairman Reince Priebus are here to react to the incredible Trump victory.
But first, Donald Trump's win isn't just shocking the political world. The financial world is feeling it too. Markets have